How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Pete's Carport, and in front of me is a car that you guys are now very familiar with, and that is my 1994 Mercedes S500. So this is a car that I got for free from a subscriber. We've done a ton of work on it already. You guys are loving it. We're gonna basically turn this now into the new VIP build for the channel. So if you've been with me for a while, I had a 95 that I've had since the beginning of the channel, and it has transformed over the years. In fact, it even got ran into in the back, and we ended up fixing that, and now it's moved on to a new home, and I now get to focus on this car, kind of creating a similar car but with new looks on it. So this video we're going to focus on restoring the paint. Now I'm not going to do the entire car in this video, but I will show you guys that in future videos. What we're going to do is focus just on this hood, because you'll see this hood looks really nasty, and I know a lot of you guys out there have picked up older cars and you think you need to paint it. Maybe it does need paint, but you want to kind of make it look good for a short time, or maybe even a long time, so you can save up the proper funds to get it painted if that's the case. So with this one here, I can tell this can be revived. Now I've already tested a section out here with a little bit of polish, and that was just a one-step polish. So I already know that this paint can be restored. There is clear coat there, so that's very important. And you do want to know how thick that clear coat is. Now, if you had the proper tools, you could figure that out. But what we're going to do is just guess that this clear coat is pretty thin. Maybe yours is too. So we're going to kind of go lightly on it. So what we're going to do is start by clay barring the car. So this will only take off a very thin layer of our clear coat, a very, very thin layer, if any. What it's really going to do is remove any of the waxes and buildup that's been on there for years. And the way that we're going to get a lot of that off too is by using some dish soap. So we're going to start by cleaning the car down with some dish soap, and then we're going to clay bar it with some dish soap, and then we're going to rinse it down again. After that, we're going to go ahead and compound a light compound on it using our polisher here, and then we're going to polish it. Now, what you would normally want to do is find some of these scratches here, and if you can't feel them with your fingernail, then you can sand them down. So I've pulled out some sandpaper, and you want to use very light sandpaper, and you want to move very slowly. Chris Fix has an awesome video on doing this. I don't know yet if we're going to go that far, because I don't want to burn through any of this clear coat, because I do want to save this and try to restore this original paint the best we can. So what we're going to do is start off with our compound and polish, like I said, and if we find that we can still see the scratches, we are going to very lightly go at it with the sandpaper. So let's go ahead and get set up, see what we can do with this. I'm going to go ahead and pull it in the shade just because it's going to be easier to work on with the polish, and then we're going to get going. Okay, we are done with the compound stage, and we're going to move on to the polish stage. Now, by no means am I a professional or even an amateur at doing any of this. That is why I wanted to show you guys this, because I know a lot of you guys are buying a car, maybe even the first car you're buying, and you just want it to look good. These Mercedes can look absolutely beautiful, and nobody wants to drive down the road with a disastrous looking vehicle when they can at least make it look presentable. Now, this is not an overall solution. Obviously, painting the car would be an overall solution, and we do have these scratches here. When you get real close, you can still see them. Now, from a little bit distance, they do go away. Also, I do plan on ceramic coating this, and that will hide them a little bit better, but I am still kind of afraid to start wet sanding these because I do not know how thin this clear coat is. I know we're in Florida, it's been here for a while at least, and it's been sitting in the sun, so I don't want to start cutting through any of this clear coat and then have to go get it painted. So we're going to move on to the polishing stage, and I think this is going to look absolutely amazing, especially once we get this thing completely ceramic coated once we do the whole car. So let me get set up and do that. Okay guys, we are all done up with what I wanted to show you, and I pulled the car out into the sun. Now, we only did this top surface here. I did not do this surface here, and I think it came out absolutely amazing with very little effort. And of course, you can do this by hand. Now, I use this Bauer polisher. This is a random orbital polisher. I did a video on this, guys, and Harbor Freight put it on their website, and the video has kind of gone pretty big, so it's got a ton of views. I will link that video, but this is a great polisher. I use it all the time. Like I said, I'm not a professional. In fact, I don't even consider myself an amateur at this, but if you do it over and over again, you will get better and better, and you'll start to understand how the tool works, and that's just kind of what I've done. Now, you can tell how awesome this looks compared to the area that we have not done yet. Like the side here, this looks very dull, faded, and this looks very glossy, and that's what I was going for. I don't care that it doesn't look perfect, because down the road we will be getting these painted or wrapped. As you guys know, I wrapped my other car, but I think I want to go with paint with this, and I have a color scheme eventually I want to do, but we're going to be doing a lot more stuff before we hit any type of paint, so maybe a few years down the road on the paint. That's why I want to make this car look as amazing as I can on a budget, without going and getting it painted. So I hope this helps you guys out there, and I hope you guys like the way it came out. I can't wait to finish this car off with the rest of this, and I'll be doing that on another video, and we'll kind of do a reveal of it. But look how awesome and glossy that looks. Just what a difference. And this probably took me 10-15 minutes max. And like I said, I never wet sanded it because I was afraid we could go through the finish, and I did not want to do that. I just wanted to bring out the luster and shine of this beautiful paint and not be too worried about the light scratches. You guys have an awesome day, a blessed week, and I'll catch you on the next video.